Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Adventures Pack, and welcome to the first episode of Melos Machina, Campaign 1 of the Adventures Pack. We are so excited to have you here. My name is Scott. I will be your dungeon master for this campaign. We don't have a lot of announcements or anything. We've been working up to this for a very long time. You are all so integral for us being here, and I want to start off by saying just a big old thank you. We're so happy to be here. We're so happy to have you here. And let me go ahead and welcome on in the cast of our show. Say hi, everyone. Oh boy. We've got Ben. We have Emmy.
Hello.
We have Z. We have Josh.
Hello, everyone.
And we have RJ.
Yo.
We're going to go ahead and just dive right into this.
Come on.
So sit down and enjoy. Get ready for Melos Machina. So. Welcome to Gauntlet, a once advanced and thriving continent, now experiencing a rebirth, having lost its past and almost its population to a near extinction event. 3 great walled cities, all connected by the rail, have acted as the harbors of life for generations. Neroth Kadril, the southeastern mining city in the mountains. Mirat Nakta, the southwestern home of the Holy Order of the Melos Machina, the curators of magic, technology, and the prominent religion of the continent. And Saros Manor, the central capital city, rail hub, and political head of the survivors of Jowdek. Under the dutiful watch of the Order of the Melos, as well as the Order's civil advisors, the Voltan Council, existence behind the walls remains safe from both the destruction beyond and the chaos within. We are now 50 years into the open era, a time when the world outside was deemed safe enough for the doors to the walled cities to be opened once more. Though safety has its boundaries, much of the continent is now known as the Prowling Fields, wild lands housing untamable beasts and vicious creatures. Places only traveled by the reckless, desperate, or the unlucky. In the few pockets of true safety, frontier towns have sprung up, settlements populated by those who left when the walls opened, looking for a new life, looking for adventure, or just looking for a change of scenery. Our story begins in one of these towns. In the northeastern region of Jowdek, a far reach from the Prowling Lands, though for some not far enough, lies the town of Riversmeet. Built in 30 OE at the intersection of 3 major rivers, the Mifstrin, Conderflow, and Sauffern. This not-so-new but not yet old city is a main thoroughfare for supplies to and from the central continent. It is also the last safe harbor for anyone daring to venture towards the northern coast. The town, protected by a small local guard, is separated by districts divided along the minor rivers. The South District is filled mostly with housing and markets, while the North District is more industrial, filled with warehouses, sawmills, and the shipping docks. A third unofficial district lies on the eastern side of the main river, where the house of Overseer Castervan, the governing figure of Riversmeet, rests with a private dock. We find ourselves at mid-afternoon. The open-air market in the southern district is busier than usual. and the northern docks. At the northern docks, warehouse workers are waiting for the arrival of a ship, which is only slightly behind schedule. As one worker looks across the wide reach of the Mistafrin River, they catch sight of a large train of logs floating downstream from the Conderflow. 3 figures riding atop, wielding long poles as paddles, begin to push their way towards the docks. A large, scruffy-looking half-orc gentleman at the head, beckoning to the 2 figures behind. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay. So, riding, probably, standing towards the front, pushing with perhaps less precision, but 6,000% effort and energy and excitement, is an elf, about 5'9", wearing hand-woven, very, very, very simple gray shirt, pants, and an overskirt. Lots of road dirt on the boots and on the bottom of the skirt and around the bottom of the pants, clearly well worn, fixed in several places, with some patterning along the bottom. Very simple leather armor, but with what looked like hand-carved symbols and animals. She has hair down to about her ribs, very, very wavy hair that's pulled back in several hand-done braids. She has earrings made of various feathers and a bird's skull, and her eyes are a bright gray blue, and her skin is a soft gray, somewhere between dove and corpse. The hair only ever so slightly darker. She's a fairly monochromatic figure. All the clothes gray, the leather darkened and black, and she's got a very big stick.
And her name?
You'll meet me. Duati.
Standing a few feet behind, very commanding presence, running about 6'5", you see an elven man. He is very lithe. He has got his pole and he is doing his job, gosh dang it, making sure that the logs are headed the right way, keeping kind of a watchful eye from behind. He has a large shield on his back and a spear in his hand that he's using to push off of things that are made of a dark mahogany and another even more dense wood. He has long brown hair. It's pulled back in braids, not dissimilar to Duathi, and it goes down to his butt. He has very long hair. He has soft freckles across his cheeks. He definitely looks like he has seen lots of sunlight over the years. He looks young. You can kind of see that across his face. His features are very, very soft, except for his angular nose, which above are dark green eyes set above that. He wears, you see these simple leather breeches, a rough spun but well-made tunic with hand-embroidered wreath of roses and willow branches adorning the sleeves. Yeah, that's Icon.
As the two of you, continuing your journey from the days before, finally met your destination of Riversmead, Galkin directs towards. All right then. You see there on the dock? That's where we're trying to go for.
All right.
So, careful. The landing can be a bit rough.
Should be better than the last one that we had, I'm sure.
Aye.
You ready?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I was born ready for this.
Yeah.
All right.
Bigger city than the last one.
Turn ahead.
Okay.
And as you all push, the whole train of logs comes up to the dock here in the northern district. The dock workers, who appear to have been waiting for something, not sure if it was you, have tossed down a few ropes. They clatter across the logs, splashing into the water. They've thrown past, not necessarily trying to hit the logs, but make sure that it's draped over. When that Galkin grabs one and immediately begins pulling the front of this log train into the docks.
Galkin, do you need help getting this set up?
You can tie off the back, that would be good.
I will do my best.
I'm
Yeah,
just watching with my eyes, just so wide.
I will try tying off on the back and...
It's not too terribly hard as you reach back, pulling in, and eventually the whole log train is now tethered to the side of the docks here. Galkin lifting up onto the docks, reaches down a hand first towards you, Dwarfy.
Oh, okay. Where are we going?
Well, we'll get to that here in just a moment, all right? And hook, and lifts you straight up.
Whee!
Probably weigh like 120 pounds. So, whee!
Then reaches an arm down towards you.
Yeah, I'll grab it and leap down.
Right on up, and you're now on the docks of Riversmeet.
Right.
You can see around you here in this northern district where you've tied off. To your right, you can spy a collection of warehouses, and the first two, very large, about a couple of stories, and they seem to go down the docks a ways. And from there, you can see the farthest warehouse in the back, a collection of armored town's guard standing, chatting. And to your left, you can see a large lumber mill, very similar to the ones that you had just left before. This one in not better condition, but seems to have been better built. Galkin looks to you both and says, "All right, well, from here, this is the point where I typically have to do the wheeling and dealing. It's not quite that interesting. Tell you what, why don't you head on over? There's a tavern just down the way. It's the Lost Cask.
Great.
You head on over there, have a drink on me, and as soon as I'm finished up, oh, of course, listen, the least that I can do for the help. Again, we cannot thank you enough.
Or anything to help you?
Give our regards to Theo when you get back.
Of course. By now, hopefully, word has reached upstream, and we should be good to go about our business here. But here, he reaches into his pouch and pulls out a few pieces of silver and hands them over.
Thanks.
It's just down that way, past the mill. You take a left. It's hard to miss.
The Lost Cask.
Lost Cask, yes.
All right. Great. I thank you.
Oops.
We're gonna use that tavern. I know we kind of didn't have to pay for pretty much anything for the last few weeks.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many people live here in this town?
You know,
Yeah.
I have no clue.
So it's more.
It's more than the
Than in
last
Amsterdam.
town. Fewer than my old hometown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. What are we going to do in the tub?
Drink.
Okay, I like
I am
that.
thirsty.
It is very hot.
Yeah.
Is it hot? Actually, what is the temperature like?
The temperature here by the river is actually quite pleasant. Though it is mid-afternoon, the sun is up. The heat from the sun with any lack of shade by the river is not scalding. There's some lovely cloud cover that occasionally wafts over the sun. But from this massive flowing river, and it is quite massive, it is 70 to 100 feet across.
Okay.
So the Condor Flow is the one that we just came from. This is the bigger one where they meet.
Yes, this one is. Let me grab this for you. This one is the Mifstrin.
Nifst.
Well, I've
And
also.
there's more than this 3 rivers.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go up another one. But
Another
maybe not on logs this time.
It's on a-
Proper boat. Maybe. I don't know. But I
thought
would
the
like to
logs were
sit.
pretty cool though.
The logs were
Roll
cool.
on them, we send them and look at the fish in the water.
You enjoyed that trip, didn't you?
Huh.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was mostly fun.
I mean, there was even the fun part where we killed the spiders. That was fun too.
That was less fun. I found that less fun than just being on the river.
That's very true. But it was exciting.
It was exciting. The fish bite less, though.
It's true. Never met a poisonous fish, but I don't know. Haven't met many fish. We should go talking to the fish. We should go get a drink.
Well, let's drink before we talk to fish.
Okay.
Yeah. I really need to sit.
In
My
a-
quads are killing me.
It's true. There were no chairs, and it was. So.
No. Let's go grab a drink.
Okay.
Let's go to the Lost Cask.
The last cast. So it's a tavern,
It's a tavern.
like in Upstrom.
Maybe. I've been to a few times. It'll be fine.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
If you say so, I can.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
Maybe we'll dance.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll
Skipping.
walk towards the Lost Cask.
Occasionally, I get ahead of Ika, and then remember I don't know where I'm going. Because I'm
You have
skipping.
just as much information I do.
I don't know what anything looks like though. You know what things
Look
look
for
like
a
here.
sign that says Lost Cask.
Okay.
They usually have a sign.
They have a sign. That makes sense, because then people would know
Yeah.
if they're new, like we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. We'll keep an eye out for the Lost
I'm
Cask.
looking at every single sign as we walk by.
So as you walk, the area itself being mostly industrial, there's not a lot of signage. As you pass by the mill, looking over, you can see the warehouses. They have some signage on them, but nothing hanging from the doors or over the doors. But as you turn to the left, you see a single building by a bridge going over the smallest of the 3 rivers. And this one indeed has a little sign hanging over it. At this angle, impossible to read. You just see the thin of it as lightly dangling in the breeze.
I can. There's a sign.
Let's go. I
Do you
think
think it's a sign? It's the only one I've seen. I was hoping for more signs, but I think that's the only one.
that's the only one I've seen.
Why do all the buildings not have signs? There's so many. How would anyone be able to keep track of what all these buildings do?
Because you look at them and they're doing the things like the lumber is going to the lumber mill.
Okay, that makes sense. But some of these just look like they're squares.
They are. It's the most efficient way to build a building.
I mean, yeah, but like, can't tell what's in it. There's so many.
Yeah, but logs.
Yeah,
And then that one does not have logs, so I'm assuming it's not the lumber mill.
but it's not a tavern either. See, I know because
That would
this
be
one
a
has
big
sign.
tavern. Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Getting a better sight.
And as you
Yep.
peer over, it does indeed read the Lost The K is a little askew, but cask.
The lost cask. After you.
Okay.
Opening the door.
All right. As you open up the door to the Lost Cask, it's actually a fairly quiet afternoon. It is not dimly lit, but not massively well lit. There are some torches along the side that are flickering away. Most of the light seems to be coming from the windows and the door. It's just enough that the eyes do need a moment to adjust as you enter. And immediately you're hit with the smell of spilled ale. And the sound of not much. There is a gentleman who is behind the bar who seems to be cleaning away at a mug. And you see 2 occupied tables. You see one table with a humanoid figure, very difficult to discern. Seems face down and either asleep or something else. And you see a table of 3, and a strange pet.
How strange are we talking?
It seems to be constructed purely out of metal.
Oh.
Would
I have seen anything like that growing up?
Give me a history check.
It's a 16.
16. Seen not incredibly often, but you are familiar with creatures like this. Animal representations of made out of machinery. This is part of the old technology of the Melos.
Okay.
These particular are permitted, but specifically to either members of the Melos themselves or to people deemed allowed.
Oh, like you get permission, like a license almost.
And as you enter catching this with your eye, the gentleman behind the bar waves over, gestures at a table, and says, "You'll sit down, I'll be there in a moment."
Great, thank you. Galkin sent us, I don't know if you know him.
No.
From upstream. Okay. Well, we'll be sitting, we'll be over here.
Ale?
Yes.
Ale?
Yeah.
Coming up.
Okay.
That he kind of ducks behind the bar and starts getting to work.
Yeah. Are there other open tables?
Oh, there's plenty of open tables, yeah.
So I'll just find an open table. He was a little moody.
I mean, I guess so. Like, is it that he's not normally?
Oh, I've never been here.
Never-
I am so sorry.
No,
I
that's
feel like you
okay.
think that I know a lot more than I actually do.
But you know so many things.
I do know a lot of things, but not enough.
You know a lot more than I.
Maybe, I guess. You seem to know a lot about fish.
I mean, a little bit.
Yeah. Have you?
I'm trying to chat with
Do you see? And I point over at the little creature thing, the metal pet. Like, do you see that?
Huh?
Okay, so
I was trying not to stare. Can I stare?
I mean, I haven't been able to stop you before, so go ahead and stare. I'm also not making like it unobvious that I'm looking at it. Where I'm from,
Mm-hmm.
like only specific people are allowed to have things. I have to like get a license for this.
Okay.
And as the two of you stare over at this collection, in addition to the creature, would you like to describe this?
So I am a small fur dragonborn. I'm about 5'9". All kind of yellowy amber scales with some blue accents in some different places, like Her horns are blue. She has blue freckles, little blue flecks in her eyes, and like her nails and some accents on her tail are blue. She has a very long tail. And feathers for hair that are also like similar in color to her scales, but maybe a little bit darker. And they're pulled back into a ponytail. I can't remember if I said she has horns, but her horns are blue. She has goggles on her head and a white shirt with kind of cuffs on the arms and just brown pants with a leather kind of smithing apron on and a tool belt, and she also has like a very small tool belt on her tail that just has some calipers on them. Yeah, that's it.
And your name?
Andy.
Andy.
Accompanying Andy is this moderately sized, but still small but large for being small. It is a dark, metallic, four-legged creature. It almost resembles a badger. Glowing blue eyes. And it's nestled up on the ground, kind of curled at Andy's feet. And sticking out of the badger's back is this long spiral drill.
Sick.
And sitting with Andy, I'd probably stick out much more like a sore thumb than Andy would if she were also human like me. What's the most noticeable thing about me is how clean my clothes are. Out here in the frontier, you probably don't see white cloth this well pressed, this spotless. I'm wearing a high collar, well tailored white trench coat, black slacks underneath, a white vest, equally as clean pressed. Even as I'm sitting, I carry myself in such a way, not a wrinkle across the front of the vest. Beneath the vest, black collared shirt and a thin black tie disappears into the V of the vest. I would, on first impression, probably come off as much older than I am. By the way I'm dressed, so the outfit so well put together. But my, though gaunt, kind of soft, rounded features might put me more around like the 18 to 20 range. I have blonde hair in spiky tufts that kind of, look like they could be an accident, but they're too well shaped to be totally unintentional. Around my neck, a pendant, a gear with the image of an eye and a quill. And on the table next to me, closed, a book. Leather on the face, but it's binding metallic, clasps, chain hooks. And on the face of the book, the same symbol I carry around my neck. If you look below the table, you'd see belts with different chains and gadgets fixed, and matching long gloves with fingerless gloves, long with black straps, black gloves, and matching boots tall, almost up to the knee, like almost combat boots of sorts, but way too shiny. Everything is adorned with gold accent work, stitching on the clothing, any bits of metal, polished gold. And outside of that, you'll notice that I'm not drinking beer, but tea. And I'm, though focused on writing in this book, upright, and the posture very out of place for a place like this time of day in a tavern. I stick out like a sore thumb, I imagine, but I also don't seem to care. And the outside of the clean white and the well shaded to not absorb too much light, but also to stand out from the white black of my slacks and tie and boots and gloves. The only other color is the crimson red of the spellbook, ties to the coat lining. Ooh. The style of all of this so well put together, you'd almost think it's a uniform of sorts, but it's way too fashionable to be any sort of military or official order uniform. But there's notes there. And, well, my name's Finn.
And the third individual, who by now has felt the eyes of somebody staring into the back of his head, peeks his head over his shoulder, and you see a fellow elf, pale, lighter skin, a series of earrings running up one long ear on his right side. Looks older in appearance, though for an elf you don't know exactly how old that might be. You do see the signs of some graying brown hair at his temples. You see the hints of some smile lines on his cheeks. Handsome, rather, in appearance. It's a little striking at first how attractive he is. He's taller, but he hasn't stood up yet. But you do notice that he's wearing impeccably made leather armor that's dyed a wonderful midnight blue with silver accents. A complimentary blue cloak hangs off his shoulders, and as he turns around, you catch the glimpse of what looks to be a finely made silver basket-hilted rapier at his hip. His black leather pants are tucked into equally polished black leather boots as Finn's here, and the last thing that catches you is some very striking green eyes, as Aaron notices some newcomers.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Good day to you.
Hiya.
Hey,
Friends of yours?
not that I'm aware of, but
Sorry, I was just staring. Enjoy your drinks.
Oh, I feel very underdressed right now. They look real fancy.
Yeah?
I have to ask. I am so sorry. I have not seen one of these creatures in a very long time.
Oh, yeah, I just got him from my maester conservator. He's basically my life's work. His name's Chauncey.
And what does he do? I'm so sorry.
Oh, I mean, he was a drill badger, but he doesn't really drill anymore. But I don't know. I've worked on him my whole life.
He's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Thanks.
Wow. We'll let you get back to your drinks. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine.
You all look very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry if we crashed your shindig or meeting or something.
No.
Just three strangers in a tavern. And if anybody's at a place, I feel overdressed. So perhaps good company.
no,
All right.
no, this Not familiar with these two folk.
No, we just came in off the river, helping a lumber shipment come in. So, yeah,
Interesting.
very fun. Yeah, except for the spiders.
Was it busy on the river?
No, actually. We were coming downstream, so not a lot of traffic, but just from one of the lumber mill sites up north.
What is the name of your vessel?
Log.
Interesting.
I don't know. Galkin didn't give us a name for the. It was literally logs.
Oh,
we literally.
okay.
Name the
I know.
Why did we not think of name the
No. The. How do you name a ship? I've never seen one.
There's usually some ceremony. That I'm somewhat aware of.
Sir,
a ship?
the log. That was the same name.
A ship is more logs.
Though less ceremony would be knowing your names.
Oh my gosh. So sorry.
All right.
I'm Aiken. Nice to meet you.
I'm Duathi. Hello.
Hi, I'm Andy.
Andy.
Finn, nice to meet you.
Aaron,
Aaron.
as it was.
Nice to meet
If
you.
you'd like to join us, I suppose would be less awkward than shouting across the empty room.
Oh, sure. We'll be over there.
As you turn back, the bartender seems to be coming over now with a couple of large mugs.
Thank you.
Over there, all right.
Thank you.
And rather, as he approaches you, he turns immediately and takes the mugs over to the table.
Cool. Thank you so much. Can I get your name? I'm so sorry.
I'm Emin.
Emin, thank you. Thank you. Is this local?
It's here.
It's local.
He
I
doesn't.
always like trying new things when I'm at a different place.
I suppose because everywhere's got its own
It's got its own thing.
right?
It's got its own vibe.
This one definitely has a vibe. Yep. After he places the mugs on your new companion's table, he turns back towards you, palm out.
Oh.
Maybe 8 copper.
8 copper. Okay,
Ah.
so that's basically 2 silver.
Which is
2 of those.
those?
Yeah.
Appreciate.
Yeah.
And he seems, without asking, just pockets it and turns around.
Yeah. He doesn't get any more polite if you tip well or
No.
poorly, so save your coin next time.
Tipping is when, so we technically tipped him. It's when you give extra than what is owed.
Okay.
Yeah. I did know that one. So what brings
You're
you
smart.
to Rivers Meet? I mean, unless you're from here.
No.
Not
No.
not us.
We're here on a job, I guess.
So to speak.
Yeah.
So you know each other.
Barely. We
Yeah.
met yesterday.
Well, out here in the frontier, we know each other better than literally anybody else, I
True.
guess you could say.
True.
So
Yeah.
there is that. And yeah, I'd say we know. Yes, not very much at all.
We're all new friends, so.
Yes, and
I'm not from Riversmeet, however, I have spent a bit of time observing the people here, but better part of a week, I'd say, maybe closer to 10 days. And yes, a few days ago, the three of us bumped into one another on the countryside, and
Ooh. Not near the prowling fields.
no, just outside town.
Oh, that's where we were, right?
We were near. Yeah.
prowling fields to here.
Stuff.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I will say, Erin has been a much better host than Emin ever could be in our short time here.
Absolutely.
So, as far as I'm concerned, you're in the best company in the entire frontier. Although that is a very limited point of view.
I mean, if you ever get a chance to go up to Upstrom, it is very nice, lovely people.
There was
Good to know.
dancing.
As
There
you,
was Dan.
as you mentioned the name, just a little flick of my fingers and a spectral hand pulls a quill out of my vest pocket. flips open the book and just begins to write on its own as I
know.
maintain eye contact with you.
Cool, right?
Upstrom.
Yeah.
Far from here.
And my eyes just kind of flick back and forth.
Mine are.
It's a couple of days north of here. It might take a little bit longer if you're by cart or by foot, but we were by log, as we
Log.
said. Yeah.
All sorts of new things I'm hearing out here in the frontier. If you're staring at the writing, you might notice that it's the main language appears to be common, but it's not necessarily readable, legible at a distance. Certain combinations of letters and such, you might think that it's code or shorthand or some language that you're not aware of, but
Mostly watching the quill.
Yeah.
oh, yes.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with magic?
Yeah. Just never seen anyone do that.
You know, it's really cool.
Seems very useful.
Quite, yes.
Wow.
Very. This is my main instrument for my work, actually. Mentioned a job.
Oh, yeah. What job?
Oh, hardly relevant, I'd say.
Was rather over and done pretty quick, I'd say.
Yeah, we're just enjoying some time before we head back.
That's kind of what we're doing
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. I mean, because I think technically we should probably head back.
That sounds
North,
like that's
eventually.
because that's what we said we were going to do, right? We're going to go back to Upstream because we can go back.
Yeah. I mean, it's not far. So.
And we'll be okay to go back.
Yeah, they like us there. We had a great
Insight
time.
check.
Make
I'm
it
curious about that second, about that phrase.
Roll something, just so I'm rolling something either way.
When was the insight was on?
we can go back there. Sure. That was the
Oh,
Sure. Yeah. They like us.
18.
And
No, they like us. Yeah, I'm not being deceptive.
Okay.
No. Everything I say currently has a little bit of a twinge of what the hell? Because you just kind of get a sense of like, I've been on a river for 3 days.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's not even our boss, our friend. Told us to hang out here for a while, so
He gave us money and
Silver.
silver,
yes.
and we
Spent it.
spent it,
Yes.
and then we have ale.
which I'm gonna actually
Yeah.
take a sip of now. How is?
It is strong,
Okay.
Okay.
and if you had to describe the flavor, you would also describe it as strong. It doesn't have notes of anything other than
Other than strong.
yeah. It tastes exactly like the smell as you came in.
Again, is this what local tastes like? You said it was.
You know, some local does taste like this.
Yeah.
And
Not.
this is not the
Great.
worst I've had. So,
It's fine.
it's fine.
It tastes local.
To local.
The tea's not much better, I'll be honest.
It's probably the same thing.
Well.
More close.
It actually is the tea service here the same selection as the Night's Rest.
Yeah. So when you first came in, now it being the day that you were waiting for, the Evan didn't really have much of a selection. When you asked for tea, he gave you this look like, "Yeah, I've got some," and got it. It's definitely tea.
It's and it's definitely made of plant matter. because that's the defining quality, I'd say.
It seems like when the tavern first opened, he was told you should probably have some. And so he got a box, and you're maybe the fourth person that has ever asked for it in the 20 years that this town has been around.
Right, and that explains why asking for it to be made stronger has actually made it taste more like plant matter and not any better.
Maybe
Does
if you mix some of
tea-
strong in with their,
Does
Probably not.
tea always taste
Would be
like
inadvisable,
that?
yes.
usually. It'd be weird if it didn't.
It would be weird if it.
So, what brings you here then, if you weren't on a job?
I'm here to enjoy the culture. I'm here to witness and observe the people. They're very interesting to me over here.
Over here?
Hmm?
Are you? So, how far do you guys travel?
That is an excellent question.
We don't really know. We were teleported here.
Right, it's dropped in, so to speak.
It was very weird.
Mm-hmm. They didn't warn us.
Nope.
Nope.
Just happened.
Seems kind of rude.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it's normal for them.
Yes, new to me. But,
The Melos is rather abrupt in some of their workings, yes.
oh, and you're familiar?
Who doesn't know the Melos?
Well,
I mean,
yes, but the inner workings, I mean.
I mean, we didn't.
Do you not know the Melos? You oh my gosh,
Oh
you don't know
boy.
the Melos.
Nope.
Okay. How does one describe
Everything?
literally everything?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you from one of the cities?
Yes, I am.
I'm not.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just assumed. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize.
See, we clearly are bestest of friends, know everything about it.
We should talk.
No, it's not bad. It's fine. You're not from the cities, so you wouldn't know them. But they're like everything. They run
Well,
everything in the cities, basically. In all of the cities.
I think you are mixing up the order of the Melos with the Melos itself. Perhaps.
Oh, see, normally I just assume.
Do you not have faith out here, or
Oh no, we
order?
just less structured. I prefer less structured versions. It's less orderly.
Believe it or not, I can empathize.
Same.
Should
You're not supposed to discuss religion, I think, with new people. Are you religious?
I have my beliefs. I'll give you that much.
Great.
Now, you said you were instructed to simply dine and drink here?
We're waiting.
Yeah, we're waiting to go back north. So,
And you have the town at your leisure now.
basically,
Interesting.
yeah. What? Is that weird to you?
With all due respect, in my experience, very few people are leaving and venturing forth into unknown worlds and unknown towns as frequently as they, So it just seems rather odd that someone would leave some place of comfort for some place unknown with no purpose.
Well, I mean, I've been on the road for, weeks now. Just kind of going about the countryside, and I love it. It's scary,
I can
but
show good. He plants things.
I do.
Plants
And
things.
I have like a little side satchel that has seeds in it. Yeah, I'm just kind of spreading greenery throughout the wild lands. Spend a lot of time up north helping the farmers, and yeah, it's a fun, scary but fun adventure to go on. But
And now I'm going to go too, and I'm going to help Aiken.
also very good with plants.
Really
Yeah,
cool.
I can make some grow. See, here.
Yeah,
it's
I will place
And-
a seed on the table.
I'll place my hand above the seed, and as I pull my hand up, it begins to grow up to my hands.
see.
Hmm.
That is something I have not seen.
Curious.
So I'm going to go help Aiken,
Yeah.
and we're going to have all the plants grow.
You know how much time that saves?
So much time, I know.
So much
If you have to
time.
do it by hand, it takes so much time.
Nurturing little seedlings
Yes.
is very hard.
Yes.
And how did you two meet?
Well, is it okay if I tell them?
And right at about this time, the door gets pushed open. A gentleman that none of you recognizes comes in, looks about and says, Nelson! Walks over to the gentleman who is face down, shakes him a bit, and it's like, Nelson, she's coming in, all right? Fairbanks is on its way. We gotta get over now. Come on. Can I get some water over here? And Emin, almost as if knowing, is already there with a glass of water, hands it to this stranger who, in an instant, into Nelson's face.
Oh,
Like, I'm up. That's on it. And he gets hiked up by this gentleman and carries on over towards the door. I swear, if you do this one more time, you're not going to get paid. They walk out.
In a hushed voice, Aaron will lean over to the two at his table. What's up?
does this happen often?
Plenty of drunks in taverns all the time.
Sure. That just seemed really tense.
It seems like somebody who's supposed to be doing a job that isn't, and, well, everybody seems to be here for some kind of job or another, so nothing unusual to me. But, perhaps we should excuse ourselves.
Yes, we do
and
have
It does remind me of my responsibilities.
some business
and,
to attend to.
Right.
Oh,
Inside check?
I would agree.
Yeah, just like, hey, now they're leaving really quickly after this dude just left. I kind of just want to see if those two things are connected.
I mean, you don't have to roll an inside check. There seems to be some.
I'd like to know the big guy that came in. Was he wearing any garb? Like, what station? Like, does he look like he had some sort of import or station, or was he just like another dude?
What is your intelligence bonus?
Intelligence bonus
Mhm.
is -1.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
That's a nat 20.
Second roll again.
Good omens.
You recognize actually, though you did not get a name. This was one of the workers who actually tossed you the rope over at the docks.
Okay.
That group that was waiting for something.
Okay.
It seems that the thing that they were waiting for is on approach.
Oh, the boat might be here.
That's but like more logs. Like the things we passed on the way in, the
Logs that are actually built into something that floats better. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe we can see if Galka needs help, but is it weird if we leave? He told us to stay here.
then maybe we should stay.
Why are you guys going?
Well, just,
You have your job?
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Should we go to the dock?
the boat is here because that's what Galkin was waiting for.
No, Galkin was waiting to do some wheeling and dealing. Yeah. You have to sell the logs.
For silver.
Probably gold. Yeah. We'll
Is
take
that-
out like a couple of gold pieces and be like, You have a lot to learn, Duathi, and I'm so excited for you to learn it.
Okay, well then, I mean, we could always come back here.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the same place. We could wave. Can we take these ales to go?
You can take it with you in you.
I'll just knock it back. really
I'll
quick.
do the same thing too.
Okay.
I think they're going to plan to follow us.
We're just going the same direction. I know it's kind of weird that we said
Should we?
we could stay.
Did we say which direction we were going?
No.
Oh, you
Well-
didn't. You're not going the same place that guy
We're
is
probably-
going, but you definitely don't know him.
Certainly don't know him.
Lots of strangers here.
Strangers, strange land. Par for the course in my 3 days experience here. I don't know about you, Andy.
Yeah, it's all very different.
Won't keep you, I guess.
Fun.
I mean, what do you think? I mean,
Let them wander. They are meant to wander, it seems.
I don't know, they seem really nice.
Though I do believe we
that's true.
should proceed. I think our tab is paid, so we have no business to remain. We do have business.
Really quick, what is everyone's passive? Perception.
Perception?
14.
I think it's 16. But let me double check that.
12.
13.
13 as well.
16.
16. All right. Everyone but Finn. As this conversation is happening, you hear off in the distance, coming from the outside, appears to be shouting and yelling.
Oh. Does it sound like celebratory shouting and yelling, or like
Or
Sounds
shit's
more
going down?
Bad.
aggressive, along the lines of
I immediately pick up my spear and my shield, and my form changes back to what I know, and I'm on my feet. Sorry, just sounds like some danger outside.
Go and pick up. I have a stick. Still, it's just a stick. It's just a very tall, slightly taller than me stick. It seems to have been broken off of a tree fairly recently. And just
You don't have to get involved, but I am curious.
Well, we aren't planning on getting involved either, but if you are leaving and we are leaving and we
Yeah.
happen to walk the same way and there happens to be some altercation outside, well, so be it.
Sure, just stay safe. I'm
You
used to
Same
this,
to you.
and I'll just run out the front door, kind of like a routine.
I'm following. I
Okay.
get as close as possible.
Seems like he has it handled. Maybe we should just go keep a watch just in case.
I mean,
mean-
we should see what's going on. I mean,
That is our cue.
We certainly have to determine whether or not this involves anything to do with our business. I would like to eliminate that eliminate that possibility first.
yeah.
I'm kind of relieved they didn't come in on the Fairbanks, to be honest. Shall we?
Yes, we must discover what's happening.
At Chauncey.
Chauncey.
And still have like a big smile on my face because it's all very new and exciting.
as you pat him on the head. There's a
We're gonna go.
Still getting used to that one.
Same. It's very new for me.
We should talk. Later though. Let's on the move.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we're
Heading out
heading.
towards,
Yeah, we're
Heading
gonna
out as well.
As the two of you have left the tavern, as soon as you step outside, you see people running towards the docks. That appears to be where the calling is coming out from.
Run full speed.
Right behind.
So by the time that
Skipping a
the
little
three of you get, by the time the three of you get to the door, you see your two new companions, just barely the trail of them rushing towards the docks. You get to one gentleman, the two of you, right as about the time that he turns around to call out to a couple of other workers. She's coming in too quick. Looks like no one's at the helm.
The boat?
He has turned and continued running. He seemed to have been calling back to someone behind you.
Run.
Okay. I'm just going to continue following Icon.
All
It seems like the moment to not ask questions. So I'm just going to follow.
As you approach the docks, it's not very far. You get there right as you see this large ship. It's not massive as far as ocean-going vessels go, which, should you have any history, they would be. It would be a moderate size, but on a river, it seems to take up a lot of room. And it is coming straight towards the docks, standing at which you see one of the town guard, a collection of workers, and Galkin.
I'll run up next.
Just as you turn the corner, you are there in time to see the ship hit the dock. And this group go flying, some into the water, some onto the ground.
We gotta go.
Galkin! I'm, running
And
straight
I'm
in.
gonna run the direction that Galkin flew.
You see Galkin with the shattering of this dock. Wood and splinters has gone everywhere. But from an initial glance, the ship itself seems like no one flew off of that. Rushing up towards Galkin as there is still the splintering and the creaking of wood and the deep of the ship that was under motion now coming to a halt. You are able to get to him. He is alive. And as you turn him over, you can see his arm and leg both twisted in a very bad position.
Don't move.
Andy, can you assist in any way?
I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine. And I'll reach down, just kind of place my spear behind where his leg is broken, because I feel like that's more important. And I'll do 5 points of lay on hands.
Okay.
On him, just to
As-
stabilize.
As your hands touch Galkin's leg, and the energy flowing from your body into his, you can see the bones begin to pop back into place, and the wound begin to heal. It doesn't heal all of the way, but it appears his leg is set. As he... Oh, thank you, brother. You're welcome.
Is his arm still broken?
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, you hear a gentleman call out, "Make sure they're all taken care of! Check the ship! We need to make sure that everyone's on board!"
Is anyone else hurt?
Looking about, you see about 4 or 5 folks, a few swimming in the water. But the 3 towns guard that you had seen rushing over, they're helping a few folks. Everyone seems to be bruised and broken. No one seems terribly injured, or, well, more injured than that.
Grievously.
And there's the splashing of a couple of folks in the water. It appears as though one of the town guard hops onto the ship itself.
I'll help Galkin up and kind of pull him off to the side. Do you know what's going on?
Oh, that. It's just finishing things up when that ship came in and... Oh,
Coming in hot.
yes. Well, all this aside, though, we're all taken care of.
Good. I'm gonna help.
No, dude, I'm gonna help myself, and
Yeah.
I'll be over here.
Okay, take care.
Do you need me to heal your arm?
Why don't you hold on to that and make sure that there's nobody else who needs that more than I.
Okay.
You said there was nobody on board at first, like from
This vantage point, we're now on the stone dock area. You can see onto the lower deck of the ship. You don't really see any bodies. Give me a full perception check.
That's an 11.
11. Wow, you don't see anybody at all. Nobody on the mast, nobody on the rails. And from this angle, it's harder to see the upper deck of the ship.
Help?
Is Nelson around?
Um,
Again, no.
Or has he passed out again?
Like,
Looking about the group, you see Nelson. He is leaned up against one of the warehouses, kind of eyes wide, just.
Before jumping onto the ship,
Mhm.
I'd like to use Divine Sense to see if I can detect any Fey Fiend or Undead
Sure.
within 60 feet.
Absolutely. What are the parameters on that one again?
As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend, undead, within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. So,
Okay.
if it's total cover, then
Looking about. And this was before you hopped onto the boat.
just before.
Just before. As you open your consciousness to the outside world, you don't get any glimpse of any of that. Now, getting onto the deck, looking about. How long does this last?
It's a 6 seconds, is what I'm assuming.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay.
Do you need help up there, Icon? Are we allowed on the boat?
I mean, I didn't ask.
Okay.
I'll reach down my arm.
Yeah.
Want to come up?
Okay.
seems like
Free.
good cover.
I mean, should we just go on the boat?
I think so. Yes, we're new friends.
That's
Help our
fine.
new friends help others. That's great. It's
If
reason to be
anyone
on the
denies
boat.
us access, we are concerned citizens.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we're officially sanctioned concerned citizens. Yes.
Can I? Yes, proceed. I will follow shortly.
All right.
Can I go over to Nelson?
Sure. Walking up to Nelson. At this point, a lot of the injured workers, which was most of the people here, have been moved away. There's a half circle of onlookers that are closer towards where the tavern was. But
Can I-
Nelson leaning up against the warehouse, just staring at the ship. You hear him muttering to yourself. Been sober. That could have been me.
Can I walk up to Nelson and can I palm him a silver as I try and shake him out of his stupor? Take the injured folks back to the last cask. They're your responsibility. See this through, please. Go on your way.
As you walk away, you just hear saying, "What is going on today?" And he kind of turns and heads that way.
Okay.
So, let's go, folks.
And I wait about 15 seconds for them to disperse.
Sure.
And then find an area to cast Disguise Self as Nelson.
So within the as you're waiting for this group to disperse, within the time before you have that moment,
Sure.
you hear a scream coming from the water, and suddenly one of the people who was swimming, you hear a. If you would like to now.
Yeah, I would. I think this would happen
And
simultaneously.
then,
'Cause I'm-
boom.
Yeah, and I will run over to the side,
Mhm.
still wide-eyed, confused, somewhat haggard and hungover. Look over. Who is down there?
At this point, you see the ripples from where it looks like one of the swimmers was. And gazing into the water, you see your own reflection, well, Nelson's reflection, looking back. And then within that reflection, an algae-covered face suddenly comes up at you from the water. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
All right.
Woo!
Here we go.
First initiative of the game.
Yeah.
Wait with me there.
Oh, poop.
Oop a doop. Oh my god.
Oh.
Ah!
Please get the compass from off the...
Yeah.
That looks so good.
We're good.
Oh.
My God.
Yeah.
Come on.
Y'all. We're playing D&D.
In 3.
All right. Oh, sick.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh man.
Alrighty. So, before.
Oh my god, wait. Let's go.
We do.
Oh my god.
We
oh my
do.
God, oh my 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 god.
Have Aaron peering into the water.
Oh my god.
First time seeing the mini.
First time.
Base of this moss.
Oh god.
Nice.
We have. Where would the two of you be at this point?
I imagine that perhaps if Aaron took a little time there, we would still be
We would have approached the boat, but
maybe
not.
discussing whether or not
gotten on the
Chauncey can
boat.
climb,
Right.
or how we would be getting him up there.
Yeah.
Does he
I
fly?
have you here.
Oh my god.
Next.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
At this point, the town's guard that are here, we have one. What's up here? Here.
Thank you.
Here.
So
Okay.
Holy crap.
All right. And with that,
Everything's fine. This just would have been water.
Everything's fine.
25 to 20.
Alright.
20 to 15.
16.
15.
Andy, 15 to 10.
11. Oh. Oh.
Poor baby.
And
Poor
5.
baby.
5.
Oh no.
7.
Oh.
All right.
Listen.
It's fine. Oh.
Just jump on the boat. I've never been on a boat.
Don't think I've ever seen him this close. Never better time to learn. Just don't fall in.
Gonna try to stay away from the water. As much as I can.
That's a good call. Not
Going
just
back
with
to
the
physical
swimming
books.
I know. Paper, books, click clack.
problem. And Chauncey's one.
Oh, I don't know.
Now's probably not the time to find out.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to just throw him in.
Happy to help run him through some tests if you need.
Maybe.
I'll take notes. You do that. That's one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that'll bring us to Aaron. You are up first. And you're on deck.
Okay. Damn. Going first in the first fight. Okay, so this thing is right up on me.
This thing is right in your face.
Okay, I am going to, in my most high-pitched wail, backpedal 10 feet.
All right, and as you do, it will take a swipe at you.
Yeah. Flip. I still look like Nelson.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
So
That poor guy's gonna have a rough go.
That's going to be a 10 to hit.
that'll miss.
Okay.
And I will back. Got your moving our minis, right?
Yes.
Okay, so just give me 10 feet of space there. And then I will there's a town guard over this way or no? Or is
Yes.
that okay? I will look to the town guard, and I will say to him, There's something pretty big down there. You can deal with him." And then I will use the rest of my 30 feet of movement to go around to the other side of the ship.
Okay.
In a counterclockwise, like around the bow.
You are.
I got, yeah,
Here.
about there. And I will, if I can, just also communicate to Andy and Finn, the creature that's right at the dock.
So as you're backing up, talking to the town guard, who she looks over and seems to be directed now towards this,
Cool.
and pointing to your compatriots on over.
Yeah.
You seem to be able to get the message.
So that's my movement. I think for my action, I'm going to then dash up onto the ship, please.
All right. Getting up to the ship here, go ahead and give me a quick, your choice, either athletics or acrobatics, if you'd like to hop up or climb up.
This will be acrobatics.
Okay.
That is a 10.
And you're able to get on up onto the railing, but you lose your balance for a split second before getting down, so we'll consider that movement difficult terrain.
Sure.
So you've got about 5 feet of movement left.
Okay. Just want to draw my sword and ready. That's my turn.
Okay, that is your turn. Bring this to Andy. You are up.
Okay. Is there something around me that I could possibly catapult?
There are bits of debris in the water, and there's also rubble.
But it's in the water, nothing like in the direct.
Directly in front of you, I'd say that there's some bits of rubble from where the boat hit the dock.
Cool.
But with where the creature is and the angle it's
I
in the
probably
water,
wouldn't.
you'd probably have to move in order to get either
Okay.
move to get a line of sight or have something in the water go towards it.
Okay. I think just if I go to the other side of Finn, do I have more of a direct line?
Over here, you're
Yeah.
able to get over. You can kind of see the top of its head, but it's that
It's
it's
still-
lower into the water.
Okay.
So you'd have to get closer to it in
Okay.
order to have that downward angle.
So let's move 2 more in front.
10 feet here, ducking under. the
Yeah.
river.
And then you just see Andy frantically constructing kind of a catapult to hit this creature. So Dex saving throw.
All right. So Andy, are you? What object are you going to be catapulting?
Whatever debris is in front of me.
All right. So looking over
Or that I could have collected on the way.
Yeah. So well, this is also. It doesn't have to be in your person.
Right.
You can see the thing at a distance and catapult
Oh,
it in a
right.
direction.
Yes.
So your options, I'd say you've got some logs here that you'd be able to do. There's
Okay.
actually a very well placed anchor directly next to this.
So
thing.
that.
Cool. So yeah, Dex check on dexterity saving throw. You say?
Yes.
And that is going to be a 12.
Boop. I'm trying to see what the dex has to
Should be
Yours.
8.
Oh, it's mine?
Yeah, your spell save. So it
Oh,
should
right.
be,
Sorry, what did you roll?
a 12.
That does not save.
Okay.
Frick yeah.
Go ahead and roll some damage
So,
as you see
yeah.
this. As you see Andy take a strange-looking contraption out of their person and direct it over towards this anchor as it suddenly takes on a life of its own and into the face of this creature.
So that's 20 points.
20
of
points.
bludgeoning
Oh my gosh.
damage. 3d8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Thanks. And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna have Chauncey go like in between me and Finn.
All right. So Chauncey then marching up between you and Finn. And up right there.
Cool.
All right.
That's my turn.
That's gonna be it for you. At this point, you hear the town guard up on the top saying, "Got something up! Oh my god!" As it looks as though a body that was hanging off of the helm, though not before, has now become fresh corpse.
Oh.
Oh no.
And then it is going to rush on over, well, shamble more so, over to the town guard and is going to take a swing at him.
Love a shamble.
Yeah, it's gonna hit. It's gonna be. So just 2 points of bludgeoning damage as this zombie smashes itself into the guard. The guard seems more startled than anything. This one is going to pull itself up out of the water
Oh no.
and rush on up to you.
I don't like it.
And it is going to make a slam attack
At
against
disadvantage.
you because of
Because of Chauncey.
ooh.
Sure.
Okay.
Baby.
So that is only going to be an 8 to hit.
That will not.
As this creature covered in moss or covered in kelp rushes up to you, Chauncey from behind takes one of its legs and just extends it out and hits its ankle, causing it to slam over.
Chauncey, I'm so proud of you.
Then another
Oh no.
moss covered creature
Oh no.
comes out of the water. Is going to over here towards the guard. Gonna take its full movement actually to then get up to the guard. That's going to be its turn. That is then going to bring us to Wafi. You are up. Finn, you are on deck.
This. Later, let's start getting some damage out now. So okay, I'm going to pull forward my stick, and I'm going to tap it into the hull of the boat, into the floor of the boat, the dock of the boat, whatever the floor of the boat is. It's probably a fancy word. I don't know. I've never been on a boat. And as I do, dark, withered-looking black spikes shoot out of the stick. And look between the two, and look over at the one that is attacking this town's guard on the wall. And I'm going to pull my hand out across, and as I do, you see just the bones of my hand suddenly become visible, and ghostly and spectral, and then an image of that flies across towards it. I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
Chill touch.
Yes.
It's a natural one.
No.
As the spectral hand of your own goes flying past, you are unused to being on something like this, and even though it is in the shore here, there's a sudden lurch in the water, and your hand goes off.
Okay, then I would like to go up to as close as I can get to the creature I was trying to get.
The one up here?
Yeah.
Absolutely. The 30 feet will get you right about here. You're within it.
That's oh shoot. Oh well. You live and you learn. Okay. Here we go.
That is going to bring us to Finn. You are up.
Great stuff, Andy. I'm starting to think you got the worst end of this partnership. As I trepidatiously look down at Chauncey and up at the other zombie and decide to run away. I'm gonna run actually. If there's room for me to slide in between the pile of logs there and the cartwheel, kind of squeezing past Chauncey, past the cart, and into the corner there.
Pop yourself. It's a tight fit, but you're able to get there.
And I just slide in as I'm already rapidly flipping pages. We just carry that. We walk the catalyst. All right, and I cast magic missile, but using alchemical conversion to make it frost damage. All 3 missiles heading at the far zombie fighting the god.
All right, the far this one or this one?
The ground level.
The ground level? All right. So yeah, as was it 4?
3.
As 3 bolts of ice soar through the air, they all hit as they cast a wave of cold across.
11 points of frost damage.
11 points of frost damage to that one. All right.
Cold.
Anything else from you, Finn?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. That is then going to bring us to Aiken. You are.
All right. Seeing all this chaos, I am going to run towards the front of the ship and, if possible, long jump off of it to behind that zombie or algae creature
Technical term.
that is currently with Andy.
Yeah, you could try and make that long.
Like vault off of the railing. Or
Are you
whatever.
wanting to get on the other side of Andy, or?
On the other side of Andy, basically in flanking position.
Oh, gotcha.
across
Yeah,
from
go
Andy.
ahead and give me an athletics check as you rush up to the railing there to make that leap.
Oh, why? That's a 12.
A 12. Right, it's not incredibly graceful, but it does work as you're able to just leap right on off.
Called me graceful. And bonus action, I'm just kind of look up into the sun and out at the sea and cast Divine Favor. And my weapon, my spear, kind of shimmers for a second like sunlight is hitting it. It's special. And I'm going to plunge it into the back of this creature.
All right, go ahead and make that roll at advantage because of flanking.
That'll be a 22. And that'll be 7 points of piercing damage and 3 points of radiant.
7 points of piercing and 3 points of radiant. Andy, as you have this creature in front of you, as it stands back up from Chauncey knocking its foot down, it looks up at you and suddenly a glowing spear comes through its chest and part of its core begins to just radiate away in speckles of light. As the spear is then pulled out, it falls to the ground, dead.
Oh, Dirk. Good job, Aiken.
I got you.
Thanks.
I'm assuming that was my whole movement to jump and...
Yeah.
Cool. That's my turn.
All right. The end of your turn. There's a rustling from the water.
There's always more.
As stepping out, as if by part of the water, a strange, again, looking to be undead-like creature, but this one, it's blisters and boils that have grown out over its shoulder, accompanied by 2 more. Good.
Oh no, that's sweet.
And this one walks forward. It seems to have a much more control.
So much control.
How you die.
to the guard there.
Shit, thoroughly.
Criminals in the ranks.
As it walks up, it straightens out its back, and its jaw just falls off. And I need everyone to make I need everyone but Dwathi and Aaron make wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
$14.
14,
15.
15,
14.
14. You all succeed. You are not afraid of this creature.
I mean, speak for yourself.
I'm not afraid in a technical magical status effect.
You ever seen a man's mouth fall off that this?
That is going to be it for this one, which will then bring us to the top of the round. Aaron, you're up. Andy, you're on deck.
Okay, a lot of clanging metal and flashing spells have gone by, but seeing the arrival of this much more intimidating creature, Aaron's going to stride up to the railing directly in front of him.
Mhm.
I will drop disguise self.
Are you up on the railing?
Yeah, or I don't want to clamber up, but I think I want to walk right up to the through the railing.
Okay.
You'll see Aaron kind of clap his hands together, and a glowing bolt of yellow energy is going to swell in his hands. And as he thrusts towards this newly creature, I'm going to cast Witch Bolt. So I'm going to make a spell attack against him. That'll be a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
He is going to take 5 points of lightning damage.
5 points of lightning damage.
And I am now concentrating on that.
Okay. Anything else from you?
I think that will do.
All right. Andy, you are up.
Cool. DM.
Yes.
With my returning weapon,
Mhm.
I'm not seeing how far it goes.
I believe the light hammer is 20 to 40 feet.
Okay. Okay.
Something along the
So if I throw it, it'll reach this new guy that's standing next to
From
the-
where you are? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna throw my hammer at him. Two.
All right. 20 feet, 60 feet at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh.
So that is a 13.
13 to hit.
Yeah.
As you throw your hammer, the creature turns and almost shoulder checks it with the boils on its side.
Right.
And the hammer goes wide before
Before returning.
coming right back to your hand.
Well, I tried. Cool. I'm gonna have. I'm gonna say, Chauncey, can you go between me and Aiken, just to help us a little?
Directly between?
Yeah. Just wanted to protect both of us. So, that's my turn.
Okay. That will bring us to the kelp zombies.
Oh boy.
One up here against the guard is going to make that attack. Ooh. It's going to miss. These other two down here. Get up to you, and this one is going to make its attack against you.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage.
Right at disadvantage. Ooh. Turning that 17 into a natural 1.
Yeah.
Dude, the other one.
Thanks, little guy.
Get right up to captain of the guard here. That's gonna be a 22 to hit. Ooh.
Sorry, Captain.
It's gonna be 8 points of bludgeoning damage. that is it for them. That is going to then bring us to Dwathi. You are up. Finn, you are on deck.
Dungeon Master, it's been a second since I've been on this end.
Yeah.
I have my shield in one hand and my stick in another. I can't make any kind of bonus action like offhand attacks or anything with the stick, I'm assuming, with that.
With the stick, no.
No? Okay, that's fine. This is getting rough. We're gonna need it here in a minute. So, hold on to it for now. You know what? I'm going to. I would like to go behind the zombie on the boat.
Zombie on the boat.
Behind it here, so I can. I'd like to smack him.
All right. Really quick, as you come up behind this zombie. Actually, yeah, no. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. 23.
23 will hit.
Okay. Then I'm going to smack. Just going to need 14 points of force.
14 points of force damage. Okay.
Actually, no bludgeoning. My apologies.
It's all good.
This can be what I do.
That's it for you. Really quick, while you are here, as you've just hit the zombie, give me a quick perception check. All right. That is then going to bring us to Finn. You are up.
Then sits with his back against the cart for a very tense moment of calculation before he pops up and steps forward and says to the guard, "You're doing good work, citizen. Let's, you got this." As I reach past him and cast Burning Hands, although, again, with cold damage infused from Aragorn.
So coming up right here.
One step, probably, if possible. I'd like to try to hit the 3 zombies if I can from there without burning the guard to a crisp. I would like to, or try to target that in a.
I think you're gonna have to get
cone.
right up to this this blistering one in order to get the 3 of them.
This is plenty close, thank you. So if I can hit the 2 at least with the cone.
Yeah, it's tight, but you can do it.
All right. I'd rather err on the side of caution and burn a new acquaintance or a town guard. So I need a saving throw. This is going to be dexterity.
All right. So Dex from the boiled one. That is going to be a 16 on that one.
That will save.
But then from the kelp zombie, that is going to be an 8 on that.
That'll fail. So the when the save will take half of the 16 points of cold damage coming out.
Okay.
The other will take the full 16.
16. That. All right. Finn, anything else from you?
Yep. You can take it from here, and then I will just step over behind Andy.
Over behind Andy. Aren't you? Excellent. That is then going to bring us to this zombie. So, kelp zombie by the town guard has a natural 1. The fresh zombie that is between the guard and Dwathi, the 12 to hit. That does not hit the guard. They are going just a little wide on this one. That is it for them, bringing us to Aiken. You are up.
Right. Jeez, and there's a zombie right on my butt. Okay. I'd like to step kind of between Chauncey and the other kelp zombie near the town captain guard captain. So I'm not out of melee with that elf zombie. And I am going to, as an action, reach out to the boily one, and I am going to channel divinity and call upon nature's wrath. And you see, hopefully, rose brambles come up and just start sinking its thorns into its leg. I need a strength or dex saving throw. It's choice.
Ooh. It's gonna go with the dex saving throw. That one's
I know. Me too.
It's a 14.
Just saves. So the vines wilt.
As they grow up, this creature looks down with unnerving speed. You've seen the rest of these undead creatures shambling, but this one just looked straight down and leapt up with both of its feet, avoiding the grasp.
All right. And then I just get into a defensive stance. Ready. It's my turn.
That is going to bring us to the boiled one, who is going to attack on guard. Use its multi-attack. That's a 23 to hit. As it reaches out with its hand, you can see that bits of like shattered bone are piercing out from it as it goes in. She's going to take 4 points of piercing damage. 4 points of poison.
Mm-hmm.
Constitution saving throw. Okay. This creature, that's about all that it is going to do. That is then going to bring us back to the top of the round. Aaron, you're up. Andy, you're on deck.
Another burst of lightning energy flashes from my hand towards the boiled one.
All right.
I'll take another 6 points of lightning damage.
There's 6 points of lightning. Very nice.
That's it.
All right. Andy, you're up. What would you like to do?
So question, if I move kind of between the guard and Aiken, do I get flanking on that?
Between the guard and Aiken, the guy in the
If
middle.
we're all surrounding that one guy?
You would be you would get flanking on that one.
Okay, cool. So let's,
Also, really quick, I'm gonna backtrack. I've been missing the guards' turns.
Oh.
It would be nice for them to be able to.
I was going to say,
that.
I mean, yeah.
So, the guard that is here with this zombie doing a little bit of a tango is gonna swing out with his spear. That is going to be. Just a 10 to hit, unfortunately. That's not gonna do it. The guard that is here with you, Bloppy, turn and is going to go ahead and make this attack at advantage. It breaks it up to an 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet babies.
Captain of the guard,
These guards are
seeing all this going on, she is going to take her multi-attack against the one directly in front. This first attack. It's a 15 to hit, which unfortunately... Oh no, that does it against that one. It's cocked. 3 points of damage there. And her second attack is going to be 7 to hit. That's all that she's got. Yeah, I think she's gonna stay where she is. Not like in this boiled one, but that's gonna be that. So that will bring us to your turn.
Yeah, so I'd like to move in between them.
All right, so kind of clambering in between. In here, you're able to hop on over, and you are able to get flanking on this guy.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna hit him with my hammer.
All right, smack him with your hammer. This will be at advantage.
That is a 21 to hit.
That will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
So that's 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. 6 points of bludgeoning.
And
As you crack this thing across its skull, part of its head cap opens off, but it's still standing.
okay, that's fun. So then I'm gonna have Chauncey kind of come up next to Icon and the guard. Like right in between there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I'm just gonna have him protect them. Is he also in range of Finn?
Yeah, also in range
Cool.
of Finn.
So he's gonna
Also within melee range of the zombie that you just attacked.
right. So let's do something with Chauncey. Let's boo boo boo. So cool. Let's him. And I use my spell attack bonus. Okay, so that's 19 to hit.
19 is going to hit.
And then plus, so that's 9 points of force damage.
9 points of force damage. As Chauncey lowers down, you can see kind of wiggle and headbutts the knees of this zombie. It trips and its belly is then splayed onto the top of Chauncey's drill.
Yeah.
Though it does not function, it does serve a purpose.
No pointy.
At which point, Chauncey just kind of shake, and pushes him off. He is now, this zombie is now laying on the ground.
Awesome.
Oh, good job, buddy.
All right, anything else from you and Chauncey?
No, he's just gonna help those 3.
Okay,
So disadvantage on any attacks for that.
love it. Let's see, that was 9 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah. You get perishes.
Haha.
Okay.
Goodbye.
So that's going to be that from that zombie. This one, however, is going to turn to you and is going to make an attack against you.
Great.
I'm gonna use my reaction to make that a disadvantage.
Right. With the flanking, I'll make this a straight roll.
Thanks, I can.
Of course.
That'll be 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. As this creature swings in with its body, it's going to be 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that is going to do it for the help zombie. Since the other one has perished, that will then bring us to Dwathi, you're up. Finn, you're on deck.
So, my friends here, about how far away are they from me? Perhaps about 60 feet?
They're within 60 feet, yes.
Amazing. Okay. So, first, what I like to do is just take a deep breath. And breathe the air around.
Okay.
Using my action. And then I'm going to scan the horizon. Let's see everyone over here. It seems like maybe this is getting a little bit hairy. And I will hold out my hand and I say, "It's going to be okay. If you are hurt, stand by the birdie." And
in between. I'd love to, right in that blank space where what that zombie did just die.
Mhm.
I would love to summon, just billowing out of the ground, like mist, a small glowing spectral bird begins to float. It's like a healing spirit.
All right.
Okay.
What's the healing die on the spirit?
It is going to be a D6 at
D6.
this level.
All right. So, and for lack of having a mini for this spirit, we're gonna use this D6. Right about there. Is that where you wanted it?
Sure.
Okay.
You can pass through it. It's just a spirit. And that is going to be then what I do.
Okay. Get here. Get a healing spirit.
So just
All right.
for the you can
If you move into the spirit space, I just the stuff.
cool.
All right. Anything else from you, Duat?
That's all I can do.
Okay. That will then bring us to Finn. You are up. What would you like?
Combat test 1 going very well. Performing under par as I fire just a basic firebolt at the jawless one.
All right.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead and make that attack.
That will only be a 10.
And is gonna miss this creature as the bolt goes wide and eventually skips across the water.
Andy, keep it up. Chauncey's outperforming all benchmarks. And that's my turn.
Okay. That'll then bring us to the other zombies. This one over by the guard is going to continue to have a bit of a fight. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Oh.
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 Yeah.
And it's going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
This other one, between the guard and you, Duathi, you can see it bends over. Just as suddenly its back begins to... these same boils are now growing out of it. It seems to be transforming.
Really
Uh,
quickly,
mhm.
since it's gonna be some action economy here, but it's starting its turn near me, right?
Yes.
I would then like to tighten my hand on my staff and see what this does. As the air around it condenses, and I'd like to deal some damage to it.
Okay.
Since it started.
What damage is it taking?
This is going to be 1d4 necrotic damage.
Okay.
If this does anything, I don't think so, but we're gonna try it anyway. Would be 3 points of necrotic damage.
3 points of necrotic damage. Okay. You can see from its already dead flesh, more of it begin to rot away slightly, but it is lost in this changing body of this creature. It does not seem to do anything else right now,
Good to know. Okay.
but it is changing.
Okay.
That is then going to bring us to Icon. You are up. What do I do?
All right, I am going to rush onto the dock, kind of in flanking position with Andy, kind of on the other side of the other kelp zombie.
Over here?
And that's what, about 10 feet? 15
Yeah,
feet.
about 15 feet gets you there.
And I'm going to stab. Ooh, for a 14.
14 will actually hit it.
For 5 points of piercing and 2 points of radiant.
As you stab into this creature, very similarly, you're aiming for its core, but it seems as though the area that you hit, flesh is already missing. As you burn more of the kelp away, you can see a rotted hole but you can see that the radiant energy is eating more and more of it away. It's not looking good. It's also not looking good.
This is grosser than I'm used to. Get him.
Cool.
All right. That will then bring us to the blistering one, who Andy, since you're by it, you can see the boils on its back begin to suddenly little pinpricks like needles seem to come out of them. And in an eruption, little darts seem to fly. I will need. Actually, this will just be attacks against the guard. Well, that's gonna miss. One coming at you, Andy. It's a 21.
Wob.
One coming at Finn. Technically, this is an attack, so with Chauncey, is it melee attacks or is it any attack?
I think it's just melee. Let me look. It says the defender imposes disadvantage on the attack roll, so it's just attack roll of one creature it can see that is within 5 feet of it, provided the attack roll is against a creature other than the defender.
Oh, so it has to be within 5 feet of the creature that's making the attack.
Oh, is it the creature? Attack roll of one creature. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
No,
I
it's all good.
misunderstood that the entire time.
New rules. Who this?
Cool.
All right. So this will then become an attack against Finn.
Mm-hmm.
It's an 18 to hit.
Most definitely.
And then this will also get you, I think.
Oh,
That is a 14 to hit.
does not hit.
Okay. So, Andy. Well, actually, I suppose this would also hit Chauncey.
Oh, illegal.
That's a 13 to hit Chauncey.
Beep beep boop.
I say scratch.
Sorry, how much?
13.
It does not.
All right. So, Andy, you are going to take 7 points of piercing.
Okay.
And 5 points of poison. And I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Hold on, I have to math for a second. Okay.
Finn, that is 9 points of piercing and 1 point of poison. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Okay.
And then the others.
Constitution, you're saying?
Yes.
That's a 13 for me.
Okay.
Same.
All right. 13 just saved.
Oh my god!
So, boy,
That is going to be it for the boiled one, which will then bring us back to the top of the round. Aaron, you're up.
Oh god.
Aaron, you're up. Then the guards, and then Andy.
Okay. I will continue with my witch bolt.
Okay.
Another 5 points of lightning damage.
5 points of lightning damage.
I will then. I'll look over and I'm gonna try and assess. Does the zombie up on the prow or on the back of the boat look a similar prickliness as what I just saw emerge from the one I've been focusing on?
From where you are, it's really hard to see. It looks
Okay.
like it is convulsing at this point, but with where you are, you can't really tell what's happening.
Okay. I'm trying to decide whether or not I need to stay on this side and help with whatever is about to happen there, or but I can't. Okay, I'm gonna actually back up 10 feet to the center of the boat, I think, just in case, and that will finish my turn.
Okay. that point, the guards kind of take their turn. If they're standing in the healing spirit, Duathi,
Yes.
how much do they get to heal?
They heal for 1d6. Let me
1d6.
roll.
All right.
So as it just washes over down. 5.
5. Great. And she is now going to move over here to the boiled one and is going to take two multi-attacks at advantage now because of flanking. It's a 19 to hit. That one is going to hit. 3 points of damage. Second attack. It's a 15 to hit. And that does hit.
Oh,
Another 8 points.
no. Good. Sorry.
This one over here having a very just back and forth with the zombie. That's going to be a 17 to hit. Yeah, it actually hits. Good job, buddy. For 2 points of damage.
You know, we'll take it.
That one's been having a lot of trouble.
Okay. And then the guard that is up here with you, Dwaki, is going to make the attack against this changing.
So great.
It's a 12 to hit, which hits.
Oh!
Okay.
Baby.
3 points of damage. That's gonna be it. That brings us to Andy. You are up.
Cool. So I have to pass through the spirit?
How close do they have to be?
You have to hold on, actually, I know you have to go through it. And wrong spear. You have to move into its space for the first time. So you can pass through it
Okay.
on your way, but as you stop there, it would heal you for a second.
Okay. So
Or you can stop it.
okay. Cool. Maybe I'll do that then. I guess
Step in
yeah,
space.
just be in the spirit.
Like kind of like song.
Nice. How much?
Oh, 6.
Ooh, thank you.
Stay with me. Like this.
Then I'm going to hit it with my hammer.
Hitting it with your hammer. Love it.
That is a 17.
17 does hit.
Great. And then that is 8 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have Chauncey come right next to me.
Okay.
Cool. So
Alright.
now he's next to the boily guy. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna have him attack as
Okay.
well. So lots of different numbers. Okay. That is a 23.
23 does hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Well, that is 3 points of force damage.
Okay. Anything else from you and Chauncey, Andy?
No. just protect people from that guy.
That will then bring us to the last remaining health zombie, who's going to attack you, Icon. Okay. It's a 21 to hit.
Extended the bird.
4 points bludgeoning damage. That is it for that one. Bringing us to Dwathi, you are up. Finn, you are on deck.
Okay, I'm going to smack
Move to smack.
this creature.
All right, at advantage.
Want to smack so bad.
Multiply at advantage because he is essentially prone at this point.
Okay, that's going to be 21 days.
21 will hit.
And then I'm going to, because I'm stacking him, and because I've activated the air, this deals an extra d6 necrotic.
Okay.
So that is going to have 6 points of bludgeoning and 2 points of necrotic.
As this creature is now riling on the ground, grab your smacking stick and indeed exactly where it is transforming on its back, crash it down, and it
Oh,
it perishes.
Oh, that is so very gross. Okay, so, I was looking at the guard. Think you're gonna be okay? And then I'm going to teleport. 30 feet.
Whoa!
Here? All right. Also,
So as I go and give him the thumbs up, I will vanish into a swirl of gray mist and reappear at the front of the boat. And as I do, I am almost completely transparent. You can see the outline of my face and the outline of my bones. But that is about it.
so as Dwathi now appears at the bow of the ship, Aaron, you basically see the ghost of Dwathi step into existence in this space. Dwathi, anything else on your turn?
my.
Nope. That's about as far as I can get. Just helping me get. Actually, no, I can move. So I'm going to move up into this because that was just my bonus action. Get me up into that tray right there. Yeah.
you're able to get right on up to it.
That sounds great.
Okay. That is then going to bring us to Finn. You are up.
Dwathi's still ghostly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as now you just see walking almost through the ship itself. You're not sure if Dwathi stepped over or just apparated in, but there is just a ghost of this person you just met standing there.
Standing you? No. Besides the missing jaw that fell off and the boils that exploded on its back, do you have any sense of how this the red-shirted zombie is looking?
No, it's.
Rough,
it's
I'm
yeah.
sure. Yeah. And looking over my shoulder, that guard in the back, he holding up okay, or
From a quick glance, yeah, it's as if he's got a little sparring partner. It's seems to be going okay.
How fun for them.
Oh, it's so great.
If bird can stand in us, good. And then I'll fire off another firebolt at the big guy.
The big guy. All right, go ahead and roll that attack.
Whew. Oh my goodness, that's a 9. Worse.
That's going to miss. As again, the firebolt. This one going off into the air.
I will then run and hide behind the cart, but the other way around. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And then
Keep
if I had the movement speed, I would have fallen to my butt. Yes.
I mean, it's a free action if you want to go
Yes,
prone.
please.
All right. And you basically just kind of pop on down. You know that you.
Mhm.
All right. Anything else from you, Finn?
I mean, no.
All right.
Power.
The one transforming zombie has perished. The one fighting the guard. I retract my previous statement. As this guard is here, shield peering back and forth, he looks over at the rest of the fight and it seems distracted for one moment as the other zombie smacks him across the face, you hear rattling across the field, a snap
Oh,
as he falls to the ground.
I was sure he had that one.
He's then going to. You're behind the cart.
Uh-huh.
What was their passing percentage?
4.
Close.
Oh, great.
You're gonna come on up here. Seems to ignore the ghost.
Good.
And is gonna be right up there with Chauncey. That is it for the zombies. Bringing us to Icon. You are up.
You can move through allies, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Just gonna look at. You look really cool right now.
We've never been to sleep before.
You take care of this guy. And I'm going to rush and go to the boiled one. Boiled her.
Are you rushing around or?
Any way to get there within 35 feet
You have to go
of my
up
movement.
and kind of. It's a little tricky going through this piling.
That's fine.
But so give me your choice: athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics. That's gonna be a 16.
Yeah, you're fine. As you kind of hop up onto the piling and use it to kick off, you're still within melee of everything, so no
Okay.
attacks of opportunity.
I'm going to leave melee of the 2 zombirds
Okay.
and get behind the boiled one.
Okay. As that happens, they will both take swipes at you.
Uh-huh.
First one, since you were flanked at the time that had, that is going to be a 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
That's
The
on
second
shield
one,
as I run past.
it's a 20 to hit.
That does hit.
4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And I'm going to take a stab. This very common sight between the two of us. For a 23.
Definitely gonna hit.
For 6 points of piercing and 1 point of radiant.
Okay.
Ooh. And then I'd like to, with the last bit of movement, get back to where I was, basically. Well, next to the boiled one. Yeah, so I'm within 5 feet of Andy and Chauncey.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then bring us to the boiled one, which, see if he gets this back. As again, small spines begin to come out of its back. There's an eruption.
Oh no.
This is going to be attacks against everyone except for. I'm going to give you 3/4 cover.
Oh, okay.
That's it. So 3/4 cover on Finn, but attacks against everyone.
At
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Are these attack rolls?
These are attack rolls.
At everyone? I'm going to impose disadvantage on Chauncey.
Now they're already at disadvantage, all of them.
Yeah,
Oh.
everyone.
Everyone?
Yeah, so I had it wrong. It's
Because it's
5
within...
feet of the
enemy.
attacker,
Oh!
not the person
Mine
it's
is the
attacking.
opposite of that.
So,
That's a good
Interesting.
now we know.
Hey. When diagrams over that.
Yeah.
Where do we meet in the middle?
You're so protective.
Now, it uses it. It will use Chauncey's reaction to do this, and it's only against one of the attack rolls.
Oh.
So we can have disadvantage, one from you and one from Chauncey.
So I will impose disadvantage on the one going towards Andy.
Wait.
Then.
Okay.
I'll do it towards Icon, but we'll just switch
Okay.
off.
And
You know?
I would like to also interject here.
Great. This is fun.
And I will have a sudden flash of an image of a pincushion in my mind, and I am going to turn the attack roll against Duathi into a 6.
Okay. So, against the town guard, regular attack. Misses. Against Andy at disadvantage. It's a 13.
Nope.
Against Finn,
Mm-hmm.
both prone, so at disadvantage, and 3/4 cover. What's your AC?
Oh god, not good. Nope. 12.
Oh, squishy boy.
3/4 gives you a +5. 19 and 14 on the dice.
Oh
Plus
no! Oh,
You said it
but
was
at disadvantage.
12 plus 5,
Yeah.
so I'm up
Yeah.
to 17.
Yeah.
Oh no!
That'll hit. Yep.
On the dice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the die.
Yeah.
5 points of piercing,
Alright.
6 points of poison.
Oh,
shit.
no.
11 points total.
Mhm.
Down.
Okay.
And I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
This is great. Oh, that's good. 18 on the die plus that's plus 2 soft 20
Okay,
on the
so
con save.
as this needle kind of catches you, you can feel something pulsing into your veins, and you struggle but push it off before you fall unconscious. Attack
Cool.
against Chauncey. Is that it?
Yeah.
No, I was
Duafi
going-
is the, okay.
No.
Duafi.
So Chauncey's a straight roll.
Yep.
It's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
It'll be 6 points of piercing and 6 points of poison.
He is immune to poison.
So that'll be 6 points of piercing.
6. Okay.
The attack against Duafi is a 6.
The
roll?
flat. Yeah.
The roll?
And then you add your bonuses.
Is an 11 to hit.
Oh no.
Okay.
Numbers.
Did I do you already?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And this one is at disadvantage.
Mhm.
It's a 10 to hit.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Thanks, Chauncey.
That is it for the boiled one.
Oh my god.
Bringing us to Aaron, you're up. Andy, guards are on deck. Andy, you're in the hole.
Okay, you'll have better line of sight than me, GM. If I get back up to the railing, do I have line of sight on the boiled one?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to run up to the railing, draw a dagger from my hip, and chuck it at the boiled one.
Okay, go ahead and make that attack roll. What's the range on the dagger?
20. If I'm out of range.
25.
Can I get up on the railing a little closer?
You can get on the railing, or you can get up and over if you'd like.
I'll go up and over. Yeah, I
All
think I don't feel any threatening presence behind me, so I'll get up and over.
All right, go ahead and make that attack roll.
That is a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
6 points of damage. Piercing damage.
As the spines erupt, the creature appears to look out at its handiwork. And as it turns to look, a dagger.
Ugh.
How much damage was it?
6 points of piercing damage.
Andy, you see its eyes roll back,
The boily guy?
and it falls to the ground, dead.
Oh my god. Okay.
Helps me over.
Wow.
That's rude.
Okay.
With my last bit of movement, can I'm guessing I have like 10 feet left, GM?
Just about, yeah.
Okay, can I start to move towards Finn, and I'll call to Andy. Andy,
I got it.
no, another, please. And that's us. And that's my turn.
Okay. Guards. It's their turn. This first one's gonna. There, he's gonna take his full movement. Get here. Captain. Get up here.
Cafeterias.
Yeah.
And she's going to make her multi-attack at advantage. Is a natural 20.
Whoa! Yeah, baby.
Stand. I stand her already.
8 points of damage. As this creature is cut in half.
Ooh.
The moth, the kelp from its body slithers away, revealing a rotting corpse. That was her first attack. She's got enough movement. She's gonna get here. Gonna make a second attack against that one. Strike roll. Natural 1. The dice give it, and the dice give it away. No. That is it for the guard. Andy, you are up.
As your turn starts, you heal for 3.
Great. Thank you. So,
Oh no, stay with me. Good.
great. So, I'm gonna go to Finn. Is there an easy way, maybe in between the cart and the logs? I can.
30 people get you here.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna use Spare the Dying on him.
All right.
Um,
Then you immediately stabilize.
cool. I'm gonna stay there,
Okay.
but I'm gonna have Chauncey attack that guy.
Okay. Make that attack roll.
That is a natural 1.
Ooh.
So he tries, but it doesn't work.
All right.
That's my turn.
That will then bring us to Duathi.
So at the beginning of my turn, I feel here as myself. Vanish back into me. And then, okay, so first things, this here help monster
Mhm.
in front of me. Do I have flanking with Chauncey?
You do.
I'm a smack.
You're gonna smack it. Go ahead and make that attack roll at advantage.
That's a soft 20.
That will hit.
6 points of bludgeoning and 1 point of necrotic.
6 points of bludgeoning and 1 point of necrotic. As your staff now with the spiky dead brambles at the top swings. What's your passive perception?
16.
Swings and catches into the zombie's head, and you can see all the thorns begin to then eat away at the flesh. And it does not make it save. How long does your spike spell last?
Wait some time. I think about 10 minutes. 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. All sleep round. And the last of the intruding zombies seem to have perished.
As my turn ends, I'd like to scooch the bird over. Use my bonus action to scooch the bird. Go scooch, bird! And have it scooch on top of my fallen friend there.
Okay. The healing spirit will rush on over to Finn. Go ahead and.
Doesn't do anything immediately. It happens on Finn.
Oh, it's okay. We're out of combat now.
After, okay, heals you for 2.
As Finn, you regain consciousness, hearing a much less quiet, and in this brief moment of the immediate aftermath subsided, all looking about, looking at a downed guard, looking at incredibly injured town's guard and companions. You look back to this ship that has so intrusively entered into your lives. And now from this side, you can see the occasional small spine like a massive dart jutting into the side of this ship. See a couple of them far stern. And Duathi, as your spell ends, the thorns shrivel away. But one remains. It is one long spine that appears partially organic and partially metal.
You've seen this.
On the thing, right?
Yeah.
And
And then I
under-
pull
under
out
lock?
one of the ones that I pulled off.
Pull out one of the spines that you found, holding it up to the other. It appears to be a perfect match.
These were on the cart.
And with that, we are going to end our first session of Melos Machina.
Mhm.
Thank you all
I wanted to stabilize.
so very much for being here. Hope that you have enjoyed the show. We will be back again a week from today. Melos Machina will be airing 7 p.m. on Wednesdays here at the Adventurers Pack. We look forward to seeing you again. Have an amazing evening.